What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about some male hygiene products. Now, I know usually on this channel, the videos I make usually cover like fitness information, fitness products and whatnot, but it is also a lifestyle channel. As far as lifestyles go, I am a man. I do have a need for male hygiene products, especially in what I do. And by that, what I mean is the type of training I do and the lifestyle I lead. Now, I own a gym. I also own a personal training business, and I do this YouTube stuff. But ultimately, I'm at my business from morning to night. So I put in 10 to 12 hours at my business. And when I'm there all day. I start my morning with a training session with my wife. And that's usually an hour or maybe more, between a half an hour and a little over an hour. We hang out for a bit, do some administrative stuff, do some work, I eat a little bit, and then I start to train again just before my first classes. So I start to train techniques that I'm going to teach that day to my students. From there, I'm teaching multiple classes back to back, and again, in between, I have these 30-minute breaks from time to time, and then I do additional training. By about 8 or 9 o'clock, when things are winding down and I'm getting dressed to go home, you can imagine what my body is like at that point, okay? So I've been at a gym, a martial arts school, a gym, all day, teaching and training and sweating, all day. Now, I take pretty good care of myself. I have great hygiene, so it's not a huge thing, but if you're a man, you know what I'm talking about. It does not matter how well you take care of yourself. At some point, you're gonna get some odors. So what do you do to counter that odor? You know, I don't have a shower in my facility right now, so it's not like I'm taking showers. I change my clothes frequently. But again, to really eliminate that odor, and I'm telling you, like, even when I had a desk job, when I worked my career for 20 years, you'd sit in your underwear and I'd be in like slacks or jeans or whatever all day. And eventually, again, look, we all sweat down there. The old school method was baby powder. I did that for a while. Then there was lotions and whatnot. But you never knew how it was going to react to your body. Now, I remember when these type of male products came out, I did try something called Fresh Balls off of Amazon. And actually worked for a little bit. But when I used to use that, what that was a lotion. After you showered, you put that lotion on. But it would cake up and turn into like this white like layer on top of you. And that, I was like, okay, well that makes sense. It's like deodorant, right? And so it wasn't horrible, but you know, after trying this product, I realized that there's better options. That said, let's get into it. This is Ballsy. That's right, B-A-L-L-S-Y. Right off the bat, before I talk about the products, man, I have to talk about the marketing, man. These guys do a great job with their marketing. So it's called Ballsy. On the box is two, like, I don't know if those are chestnuts, okay? Hashtag live balls out. Keep the funk off your junk. I mean, the emails they send are hilarious. Look, stay dry behind your fly. Yeah, keep the funk off your junk. This stuff is it's just giggly, man. It gives me, it makes me laugh. It's not to the point of being inappropriate, but it's just funny enough. Great job, man. So right off the bat, man, you guys nailed the marketing on this. So you market a product well, it catches your eye, it's clever, but is it worth the money or is it a decent product? What I was sent was this package. This package comes with everything that you see on the table here. So we've got the ball wash, the nut rub, Sax Spray, and actually I was also sent the liquid powder. Let's start with the ball wash. So this is the ball wash. So it's like a body wash you use in the shower. It is pH balanced and it features, or it has, activated charcoal in it. So actually when you open it up, it's actually black. So I use that first. And usually, I just use soap in those areas, strong soap or antibacterial soap. But man, I use this stuff and it's not like it smelled like anything, but it just felt clean. But that's what it's supposed to do. So I don't know how effective it is in that aspect, but supposedly it's, it balances things out so it kind of nullifies any potential odors. From there, day one, I used this. So this is the liquid powder. Now, this looks exactly like the Fresh Balls that I was using before, which was just in a lotion container like this, and you just, again, you squeeze it on, you put it on before you put on your drawers and jeans and get ready to go, right? And like I said, the other stuff that I tried left like a white residue, kind of like deodorant would leave, or like if a powder dried on you. This stuff leaves no residue. There was a bit of tingling initially when I put it on, which didn't bother me. It was kind of funny. Kind of fresh. You ever get a haircut, right? And you put the alcohol, and it's not, and I don't want to say it feels like the alcohol, it just has that fresh feeling. So it has a nice little tingle to it, goes away pretty fast. Now, listen to me. Anyone who trains in like boxing, Muay Thai, MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, even martial arts, anyone who works out, you know the odor that comes from your underwear after a training session. I'm not talking about cotton underwear. I'm talking about the dry fit, like active underwear that we all wear, or most of us wear, or should be wearing. Rash guards, dry fit, all that different stuff. You know what I'm talking about. This is why we frequently change our clothes. That said, when I had this stuff on, after like multiple sessions throughout the day, like earlier in the video, I walked you through my day. Multiple sessions throughout the day, no odor. This stuff still smelled great. It's not a strong scent, but it holds. It's just this subtle scent, and there's no odor coming from there all day. The second day I used this. This is the nut rub. This is the solid cologne. So unlike a lotion, this is, I guess, like a cologne. So I used this instead of the lotion that day. Is this being called? Yeah, liquid powder. Sorry, I don't know if I should call it a lotion, liquid powder. So the next day I decided to try this. Now this has more of a stronger smell because, again, it's a solid cologne. It's like a paste, and you just rub it on there, down there on your nuts or your balls, right? And it has a good smell to it. And this lasted all day as well. Little stronger smell, but no problems there. I guess it all depends on what you want. As far as the feeling, it did feel pasty when you first put it on. Dried up pretty quick, I think. I just don't recall giving it a thought. But it was just as good. But it goes to what you want. I think if I was to say, put them together as far as what I'd prefer, I'd probably prefer to use this one. But this one's good too, so it's good to have them both. Last, we have the Sax Spray. Now this is used to neutralize any odor, take care of any itch or irritation. I guess you have this and you use it periodically throughout the day, intermittently throughout the day. So I tried this one on the third day. It wasn't as strong as this, or it wasn't as strong as the liquid powder or the nut rub. It did what it did. There wasn't as much of an odor as the day went on, but it didn't hold as long, so you have to reapply it. So I guess this was if you are really funky and you're using any of these other products or even this product and you have to reapply, that's the point of this. Or if you have an itch down there, which that's a whole nother thing. You probably need to go have that looked at. Anyway, if I was to rank them, this would probably be dead last as far as something if I felt like I needed it. Now this is a package you buy, but if you were to buy them individually, I'd probably maybe keep getting this, but I don't know if I necessarily need it. If I was to keep one, I would keep the liquid. I would probably keep ordering the liquid powder, okay? And potentially, mix in the nut rub here and there, depending again what the prices are. I'd probably stick to, like I said, if you had to buy one product, I'd rank it. This would be the first one I'd get, second, third, and last. But if it's affordable to buy them in bundles, then just keep doing that. I just don't think you're gonna get through all these three things, because in my mind, the liquid powder, the nut rub, and the spray kind of all do the same things, but it all depends on your needs, man. If you need to reapply, like again, if you're working outside of, if you're just, whatever your lifestyle is and you need to reapply, then you probably need the spray. You would imagine with the kind of lifestyle I live and the work that I do and the sweating all day that I would need that, but to reapply the spray, but I did not need it once I used this and the nut rub. All right, guys, so that's all the products I got from Ballsy. My final take is, they're awesome. I like the product. I will continue to use this product. So, sometimes I've sent products, they're decent, but it's just not something I'll use long term. I can see myself using it, especially with my lifestyle. I think it's great. Look, from a male hygiene standpoint, these are things you probably need to consider nowadays. You can't be walking around with nice deodorant and maybe a spritz of cologne and a funky sack. All right, so think about it. Again, if you get hot down there, if for any reason, whatever, you're sweating down there and you need baby powder or whatever you're doing now just isn't working, consider these things, man. All right? So I highly recommend these products. Thanks for watching the video. Guys, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe so we can keep this thing going. And we will see you in the next video.